Hey everyone, it's Dr. Barton here. I'm just going to be going through an upcoming assignment for the music industry class. We're going to be going in and creating a sentence of words using a bunch of other words that you've already recorded for other assignments. So it's kind of like if you've ever seen a spy movie, going in and they're like, okay, we got to order in all that stuff, or we record a conversation and re-splice it into a different sentence based off of what was said. It's that kind of idea. So the way this will work is that in Canvas, you'll have a link to a folder that has not only the words that you recorded for a previous assignment, but I've gone ahead and added about, I think it was 70 or so words. If you can see this folder right here, I went and just recorded a whole bunch of stuff, a handful of specific things, but then I just went and generated, 40 or 50 random words using the same website from before. So again, there's some extra there outside of what was done in class, but you need to be using these words for pretty much all of what you do in this assignment. If you have to record one or two specifically for what's happening, just to make it flow and make it make sense, that's okay. But most of your words should be already recorded. We're not making new ones for the sake of this assignment. What we will be practicing and focusing on is just getting them placed where we want and making sure everything is nice and even and level. So you don't want to have any more than 2 tracks for this assignment. And we can go in and I've already put in some words here. Nope. Like there we are. And I'm just going to layer them about how I want. We can get rid of excess here. Right. And I'm just going to, more or less set this up about like so. And again, the reason we have 2 tracks is so we can layer them, a little more straightforward, make it flow naturally. That's going to be part of the grade, is making this flow and feel like it's an actual person saying this. So I know for a fact, I know for a fact that there we go, that these 2 up here will need to be like right after each other because of what they are. But I'm just gonna ballpark it here. Let's see. I'll get this a little closer, actually. Just to, again, I'm going, rough cut here for the sake of the assignment. When we go through, I'm just gonna make sure that we can actually hear this. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. Okay, so again, not all of these would be a perfect fit. Like I've got beg instead of big, and I did that on purpose. So again, you can make it work. It's not going to be the most perfect thing in the world, because again, that's not what we're trying to make. We're trying to practice getting all of these set up. So if you did the assignment properly, where everything was normalized, so that way they're fairly consistent in terms of the levels and everything, you're going to have a much easier time with this. So set that up there. If I command G, just to command G gets that snap turned off, so that way you can kind of move things a little more freely. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. It's there, and again, the intonations and inflections and things like that, none of that's going to be anywhere close to realistic, but the flow of it should feel a little bit better, than what I'm doing right now. So I'm just going to keep tweaking it a little. I like big butts. So butts is a little late, so we'll scooch it over. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. All right. So and has a lot of excess stuff on either side. So I'll trim that up, move it forward, and then scoot everything else up by comparison. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll make lie. I'll make lie happen just a little sooner. And I think that'll be it for the sake of the video.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
That'll work for again for what I'm doing. So that's the first part, is just picking your words, getting them into logic, and arranging them in time so that way it creates a normal flowing sentence. Now, unlike this, you will have access to words recorded by multiple people, so they may be at different levels, all that kind of stuff. If you hit A for automation, we'll get here, and you'll need to just use automation and make sure that the tracks are even. Mine are fairly even because I sat here at this desk 20 minutes ago and just read through all these words at the same level. But again, with different people, might be different. So let's say, lie had been a little shorter. So maybe we'll make lie a little louder for the sake of the video. That right there. Maybe also like could have been extra quiet or extra loud. So I'll make that a little better. Come on, give it to me. There we go. And again, so I'll play this.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
So in that case, lie that like that second word would be just a little too quiet at that point. So I'm actually going to get rid of that. But the idea is that you use the automation to make sure everything is even, so that way no words are weirdly loud or quiet compared to the other words. All right. So again, we just play that back again.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
And that is the assignment. Again, you take all of these words, you put them in in an order, make sure the levels are right, make sure they flow well in time, and it has to make a sentence or sentences that make some kind of sense. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not grading for perfect grammatical, if that's even a word, accuracy. But I do want to be able to play it and know what you're trying to say in the English language. That is our goal right here. So again, use the words previously. Your recording, and again, I'm not doing it in the full length for the sake of the video, but your recording should be 30 to 60 seconds long. So again, if you go up here, we can look at the time. So mine's only about 5-6 seconds because of the video. If you're using the default stuff, yours, if I zoom out just a bit, should be at least 16 measures long at the default tempo 120. But again, you can select time and see, okay, 30 seconds. It needs to be at least that long. So again, that's usually going to be about 2 or 3 sentences. They can say whatever you want. They can be funny. It can be a poem. It can be, just a statement, a question. I don't know. It can be whatever you want, but use the words at your disposal to kind of craft something interesting. Once you're done, again, we can save all that up. I'm going to have everyone just airdrop it to the computer in the lab that I'm at. But if you have any questions, run into any issues, let me know. Again, stop by my office hours, hit me up with an email. I try to make myself as easy to access as I can. So that's all I've got for you today. See you next time I see you.